Hello and welcome to next lecture. Today we will learn how to voice cluster chords between brass section. Let's start with the C major add 2 chord. For fast learning, all voicings are in C score. The sounding will be as written. This chord easily can be voiced by 4 French horns, or 4 trumpets, or 4 trombones. But how to treat with the mixed timbres? I'm going to voice it between mixed hot timbres. The first thing that comes to mind is to use overlaying method and share them between 3 trombones and 1 trumpet. This voicing is less effective because the trumpet is solitary and has a brighter timbre than the trombones. The trumpet will sound more melodically than harmonically. There is no uniformity between the timbres. The same result will happen if we replace the trumpet with a horn. What if 1 trombone and 3 trumpets are used? Since the trombone is a single, the bright timbre of the trumpets will be dominant. This voicing is also less effective and should be avoided as much as possible. Before you start voicing the chord, you should analyze the structure of the chord, as we learned in our previous lectures. As you can see, the D note has been added to the C major triad. The D is the added note. Hence, the C major can be voiced with 1 timbre, while the D with another timbre. For example, the C major is played by 3 trumpets, while the first trombone takes the added note D. This voicing can be used, but is still not the best choice, because the trumpets are bright while the trombone is dark. And this voicing is not different from the previous one. Depending on your choice, this voicing can be used, but it lacks depth and density. Let's check the doubling technique. I want to remind you that the doubling technique is not only used to get the power in the orchestra. It's also used to create uniformity between the tones of the chord. However, this technique should be used with caution. For example, you cannot achieve the effective result if you voice the chord as follows. The lower C, D, and E are played by trombones, while the upper D, E, and G will be played by trumpets. There is a lot of tension in both trombones and trumpets. To soften the chord, it would be better to omit the major second interval in some timbres. So, The C major triad will be played by 3 trombones. The added note is in the second trumpet. To make uniformity, the first trumpet will take the top note of the chord. So, I used both interlocking and doubling techniques. Now the chord is better than the previous voicings. If you want to get more uniformity and solidarity, double the bass trombone part with the third trumpet. Of course, this voicing can be replaced as follows. The C major will be played by trumpets, and C, D, G notes will be played by 3 trombones. The G and H voicings have more depth and density. The last 3 voicings are effective for film scoring, jazz band, and concert music writings. The D voicing is also can be used if needed in the chord progression. Let's voice this chord between trombones and horns. The C major triad is in the trombone family. The first and the third horns play the G, while the second and the fourth ones the D. Let's make one more. The trombones remain unchanged. 2 horns play the D, while the other horns double the top G and the low C note of the chord. Since our chord is on the medium register of trombones and horns, instruments can change the place. So, the C, D, and the G are played by the trombones, while the C major triad is in the horns. Let's voice this chord progression between 3 trombones and 4 horns. I will show you the voicing of the first chord, and you should write the next 3 bars. Okay, the major triad is in the horns. The F, G, and the C will be played by the trombone family. Let's stop the video and try to finish it before me.